Next up is an innovation to an overlooked piece of golf equipment.
Hello, Sharks. I'm Caroline.
And my name is Michael.
We're from Orlando, Florida, and we're seeking $300,000 in exchange for 10% of our company.
$3 million.
Sharks, golfers are relentless in their pursuit of improving their game. They spend tons of money on custom clubs, special shoes, even coaching. Yet, most golfers still overlook one key piece of equipment, the golf tee.
And most golfers are still using wooden tees that haven't been evolved in over 100 years. What if there was a tee that was super durable and actually helped you improve your game?
Sharks, we're excited to introduce Flightpath Performance Golf Tees, the most innovative golf tees in the world.
Our tees are the first tees that are robotically tested, proven to increase distance and accuracy. And the best part is they're approved for play and made in the USA, baby.
Sharks, it starts with our innovative directional diamond design. It strategically reduces backspin and side spin, which are the enemies of a perfect drive.
Our tees are the only tees that offer a smart arrow, where you can aim in the direction you're hitting the ball.
These things are incredibly tough. You can use the same golf tee for over 100 drives.
Sharks, with your investment, we can increase production, enhance our marketing, and drive forward into new markets. So, Sharks, who's ready to swing a deal with Flightpath?
Good job.
And we are back with another Shark Tank reaction video. I am your host, Dave, a 10-plus year intellectual property attorney, dealing with everything from copyrights, trademarks, trade secrets, as well as patents. And hey, man, shouts out to them. This is what, man, season 17, episode 8 of Shark Tank. I know they've been on hiatus for a while, but they are back in full business. And I just never got into the game of golf. And maybe, hey, it's still hope. Maybe one day I will get there, but it's one of those things from kind of talking to a number of people. You have to actually practice a lot to get good at it. And it's like speaking a foreign language. If you stop practicing, then you'll kind of lose it. So, but it is interesting that one of the things you see a number of golf clubs and golf bags and so forth and so on, but the golf tee has always interested me or struck me like this is the same tee that, again, what they say has been around for over 100 years. And it seems like they are making a change to that. Now, the three things plus the bonus that I look for when I'm doing these pitches is how simple is it? It seems pretty simple for the user. How effective is it? Hey, 300,000, 10%. I think they are offering, so that's a $3 million valuation. So I would imagine that they have some sales to show. And a lot of times the effectiveness of the product is kind of simply put, how many people are buying the product? If a lot of people are buying it, then it's effective. If not a lot of people are buying it, then that's maybe a good indicator that it's not as effective. Then what's the market like? And as they pointed out, it's a ton of golfers out there, not only just here in the U.S., but also worldwide. And again, the fourth and a bonus one that I look for is, are they protecting the intellectual property? I would imagine that they definitely have some patents on this. They use innovative and some of the buzzwords that I look for a number of times. Also, trademark. They have a trademark for Flightpath. So that's good for them that they're protecting their intellectual property. I love when people are protecting their IP. Let's get back into it and see if they get a deal. Please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. One of the things that they did mention that I wanted to point out that it was made in the USA. They all have to pay those tariffs. I'm kind of going through that situation right now with kind of some products that are being manufactured in China. And, you know, those tariffs can kind of hit you a little bit. So shouts out to them for making their product here in the US and therefore avoiding the tariffs. So let me know what you guys think as we're going through this one. Hopefully they did get a deal. We are 1 for 1 so far. So let's see if we can continue that going into pitch 2. Let's go.
Good job.
Great job. Well done.
You did it!
So I have to ask, I'm a golfer, better distance, better accuracy.
Yes.
I know that you said it does that, but how do you prove it does that?
So our golf tees have been robotically tested, and under controlled conditions, it should help about 3.5 yards. It's going to help reduce the spin on the ball to help your ball fly straighter through the air. You can aim the direction of the arrow. So the last thing you think about before teeing off is the fairway, and it's not the trees on the left or the water on the right.
But you know, the tees are free in most clubs.
A value point that we drive with the tee is, hey, it is going to be like the last tee you ever buy.
What do you sell it for?
So we sell a box of 8. You can buy it for $25.
$25.
Yes.
Yeah.
But how much have you sold?
So we have 11.8 million in lifetime
You
sales.
gotta be kidding.
Wow.
4
Right.
years in business. This is our 5th year.
Wow.
What did you
Are
sell last year?
4.3 million.
And are
How
you
much profit
profitable?
did you have?
So we did approximately $46,000 in profit.
And that's low.
Why
That's
so
all?
We're
low?
going to go
How
get
about,
into
how
that.
about we go back to the beginning and then
Okay.
walk you guys through it. In 2020, we launched the brand. That year, we did $650,000 in sales. We lost $60,000 that year.
Customer
Year 1.
acquisition cost.
It was crazy.
That's the problem.
Year
right?
1.
Just from ad spend.
Yeah, so year 2, we do $60,000 in sales with $30,000 in profit. Year 3, we do $300,000 in sales with $60,000 in profit.
What did you spend on ads?
It's probably like $2 million in
The
total.
total was $2 million.
Wow.
So now we
Wow.
can explain why last year we really got kicked in the teeth.
Okay.
There's 2 things that contributed. The first one was we switched our 3PL because we had a terrible relationship with them. So we negotiated a cheaper pick and pack rate with the new 3PL, moved everything over there,
And
and they charged us a much higher postage rate than we were paying before. We were paying $2 extra per unit.
but why did your revenue go
And
way
that's
down?
not that's problem number
that's
1.
So the second thing was we sold 40,000 units to a company, and they turned around and sold it directly to Amazon as a one-piece seller. And after a few
What?
months, they probably sold 38,000 units.
Give me a second. You just gave me a litany of ways on how you screwed up. Your story is we screwed up this way, then we screwed up this way, and then we screwed up this way, and by the way, we screwed up this way.
Here's how we're back though.
And the
I mean,
worst
you know,
part,
right now you're back in the bottom of the toilet.
the worst part of the story is you told it as a victim. I've invested in a lot of businesses, and I separate the men from the boys and the women from the girls on a little test I do. Usually about 8 months to a year, somebody screws up. The attorney did this, the production was wrong. The minute they sit there and they're talking about they did this to us, they did that, instead of we screwed up, they don't take ownership. But that's what I heard in your tone. So for that reason, I'm out.
Understood.
Wow. As Barbara goes on, I do want to stop you here really quickly. Hey, man, it was looking good. Almost $12 million in 4 years. You're talking about, well, that's $3 million a year. I think you said 4 years, $3 million a year. But man, that's crazy to do what? Last year, $4.3 million in sales and only make 40-something thousand. Now, I guess I don't maybe necessarily agree with Barbara in terms of them telling it as a victim. I thought they just kind of told what it was. And if somebody screwed us, then they screwed us. Now, whether or not we're a victim, it didn't come off that way to me. Let me know if you guys disagree with me in the comment section. Now, I guess I maybe still don't understand kind of the different reasons that they gave. I would say, a lot of times manufacturing the product in the U.S. could be a little bit more expensive compared to going to China. They talked about this 3PL. Like I said, I maybe just didn't catch it all the way or maybe appreciated it all the way. So let's see if that kind of that story gets told more, flushed out a little bit. But let me know what you guys think, man. They're selling it. $2 million in advertisement is crazy. But hey, thus is life. Thus is life. Let me know as we get back to it to see if these guys get a deal. I'll tell you what, man, it's not looking too good. But let's see.
You've got amazing sales, but the story for me had a lot of loose dots. I couldn't quite connect them.
Hey, I'm with you.
Wish you the best. It's not for me.
I'm with you.
out.
How did you even come up with this?
So we actually own a digital marketing company, and we started investing into different direct-to-consumer products. And Caroline met the inventor of the product.
So it's not your innovation, it's this other guy.
No, so he's a partner in the business.
But what is the equity breakdown between you two, and is the inventor still a partner?
Yep, we own 90% of the business.
What did you pay to get 90%
They
of the
gave him
business?
10%.
We have a seller financing deal for $800,000.
Have you paid him back yet?
We've currently paid $55,000
Of the 800?
of the 800. Yes.
Jeez.
Oh, you got a lot of work ahead of you.
It's a long way to go.
We
Look, your story is a lack of executional excellence. You had your opportunity. You totally screwed it up. That was horrific. The back end of your presentation was F-.
Can I address this year and how we've resolved these problems?
No, I'm out.
Jeez.
I will say you've had a hard road. You have a lot of money that you owe. And I don't want to take on the problems of your journey. So I'm sorry, and I wish you good luck, but I'm out.
So guys, I'm looking, there are just so many ups and downs along the way. I think that you two found something you thought was interesting. You took out
Right.
$800,000.
And we thought we're swinging. We're going. We're
and
not
you're
giving
swinging.
up.
You're taking a chance at the
You know?
entrepreneurship. You take a swing at it. But I just think there have been so many mistakes along the way and so much catching up to do.
Michael,
that
can I pause you for a
Yeah,
second?
go ahead.
Ask you. I understand there have been some ups and downs, but the first year is the only year that we haven't made profit. There's been profit every year, right? In any business, there's going to have ups and downs, right? Hard work will put you where good luck will find you. We've been punched. I'm sure every shark invests into businesses and then they get punched afterward. We've already had the punches, guys. So what would need to be true
Wow.
for you to be able to invest today and feel comfortable?
You know what my thing is? The past mistakes. As I did in football, I have to retire from this deal. I'm out.
I have one
Thanks,
more
guys.
idea
Peace.
that has no risk.
I
If you'd
love
be
it. You don't
interested,
stop.
What is
You don't
that?
stop.
What's your
I am
idea?
proposing a $300,000 royalty, and we would pay you 50 cents per unit.
Until you make double your money.
Yes.
And we'll do a 5% equity kicker.
Wow.
That
Even
commission
though
is
we had a
wonderful.
crazy year last year,
I still don't
this
know
year's
their
gonna be
margins.
completely different.
We're projected to do 5 million this year, so help us make better decisions. Help us grow this.
But you already owe $800,000 to your existing
not?
partner.
Pay that
Now
off.
you're in fact adding just more debt to the business.
Our business is cash flowing. Our business is profitable. We feel confident. We met with our finance team. We looked at the numbers.
Michael, have they swayed you?
No. No. You are convincing, you really are, but I just can't make sense of the numbers. So
Michael,
I'm out.
you're a
Thank you, guys.
mean guy.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
I wish
Thank
you
you.
good luck.
Thank you.
That was interesting.
I'm kind of like the big negotiator of our business. I was ready to make a deal happen come hell or high water. So I'm just doing the replays so I can play better tomorrow.
Man, and before we go to the website, I will say they have a digital marketing company. So I wonder if they're paying themselves $2 million in advertisements, or they're paying another advertising company or a marketing company. That's interesting because they can be paying themselves with the $2 million, even though, like I said, I don't know if that's the case, but the fact that they have a digital marketing company, that may be what's going on. Some of the other things that I think were interesting, and I'm actually going through this right now while I'm buying a company from someone, and it's a creative financing deal. So it's, I'm paying half up front and half, say in 90 days, 120 days, but it's nowhere near 800,000. That's actually pretty astute. I'll be interested in knowing the sales of the inventor who not only sold, you got to hear me out on this one. He or she sold the IP of the business for $800,000 and still took 10% of equity in the company. So I can tell you what, when I kind of do this deal, the deal that I'm doing that should be closed in the next couple of weeks, they're not taking on any equity in the company. Like I said, it's less than $50,000 that I'm paying for the business, and the product is pretty cool. So the fact that they paid $800,000, it's a creative financing, which I guess is good on their part. They only paid $55,000. So as one of the sharks said, they have an uphill battle with that, or uphill climb with that. And there's it's just a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. Let me know what you guys think as we take a look at the website here really quickly. Seems like it is a patent that was had. And again, that's one of the other great things about entrepreneurship is you don't have to innovate this stuff or invent this stuff yourself all the time. You can kind of buy other people's IP, which it seems like that's what they did. So in Flightpath, they do have a trademark on it. I will put R in the circle to let people know that it is a trademark term. 8-pack, $25. What is that? $3 a tee? Seems a little expensive, but again, that's what you get when you're manufacturing the product in the US. Let's see here. Typically, I like to see the patent number listed at the bottom. They did say it was a patent, but they don't have it listed. So that'd be my only thing with regard to the website, is to kind of put people on notice, man, that you do have IP on it. I'm not seeing it, but man, shouts out to them. Shouts out to the lady. She is swinging at the fence, man. Unfortunately, it did not work, but hey, It doesn't hurt to try. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. We have a lot of different shows that we have on the platform. We got the Shark Tank reaction videos. I do interviews that come out a week where I interview people such as the Shark Tank guests. I'm actually going to a reunion conference that has like over 300 Shark Tank founders. That's next week in Newport Beach, California, and I'll be going live doing interviews. So kind of be on the lookout for that. We do live breakdowns, current events of the week. I just added a new show this past week. Thank God it's Tuesday, where we kind of pick out small business patents. Every patent that issues in the U.S., it issues Tuesday of every week. So it's thousands of patents that issue every Tuesday, and I kind of go pick 3 or 4 of them, and I kind of go through it, pull up the social media, pull up the website, kind of talk through things, and kind of go through the patents. So that just launched this past Tuesday. And again, that's paying homage to ET. Thank God it's Monday. Eric Thomas, thank God it's Monday series that he did. So, man, it's something, a little bit of everything that we have on the channel. So definitely hit that like button as well as that subscribe button. And yeah, man, hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. We're 1 for 2. Let's see if we can get back on the right track with the next pitch, which is pitch 3 of season 17, episode 8. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. You guys take care. Peace.